Hello, hello.
There we go. All right. So, welcome to the fifth week. We've been doing this a month officially now of the Voyage of the Ardent Citadel.
Is it the fifth week already?
Yeah, this will be sort of fifth week 5. We are waiting on one of our pilots to return. They got distracted by an ammonia world.
Definitely have to grab that.
But once they do, we'll begin the jump sequence, and it's actually not more time lost than expected. Tonight, we're only doing 4 instead of 5 jumps. The next 2 weeks will be 4 jumps each, and then we will be at the promised nebula. So that's actually not too far away. Um, let's see here.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I have not seen a planet with this complex of a ring setup ever.
Now take pictures.
Complex of a ring setup ever.
The old saying goes, pictures or it never happened.
Well, let's see. What do I have to hide my UI? Mouse 3 to Windows print screen and then F12 so that I have screenshot on Steam and screenshot on system because I'm too lazy to go through the rigmarole of tracking it down on Steam and downloading it. Screenshot on Steam and screenshot on system because I'm too lazy to go through the rigmarole of tracking it down on Steam and downloading
Well, see, I see you made it online this evening. How are you doing?
I'm aboard, but skippy as usual.
Well, any turbulence is not the carrier's fault at the moment, but we'll have plenty of turbulence later. We always do.
Um, in an aside, I have been running a new dwarven character through to catch up for rings.
Oh yeah, yeah. Your level 50 debacle,
Yeah,
which is
I've got him up.
huge.
I've got him up to 10, so he's close.
Um, well, it's too bad you're having to hustle so much. So, did you ever reach out to? I guess for others, a little bit of background. The Lord of the Rings recently did a rather brilliant thing. They started giving away the first several years worth of expansions in the game totally for free. So if you logged in early this week, you're suddenly inundated with just mail upon ream of gifts and boosts and this and that. Among them were like 5 different level boosts, and with one of our lobby levels groups that were trying to progress through the game normally, poor C accidentally activated one of those, and his character pew, shot up in level. So that's what we're talking about here. So did you get a chance to talk to the support folks about it, or you're just gonna say nah, I'll
Oh,
leave it? And,
I'm kind of stuck, needing a little help. So maybe one night, afternoon or something, we can work on catching him up a little bit.
well, okay, sure. Yeah, that's no problem. Probably.
At least get him in the kinship anyway.
Yeah, you probably hit me up sometime this weekend and see what the
Yeah,
schedule looks like. It's been kind of a crazy week here.
he's
Pardon me, a
playing it three
crazy week
times
here.
in a row. Oh, I know it has. Uh, but I'll just go around and do the Bravi thing and just kill everything I see. Just try and go up in level.
Fair enough.
but we may have to go back for a couple of missions to get me up to speed with everybody else. I am
That's
up to
okay.
Gondomon, so
Yeah, we've just basically been wearing Gondomon out, so anything you see around there. Yeah. I think we're still actually in the prologue of the Dwarven section, so we
yeah.
just show where we've been and haven't been.
Yep. To the point where we have to go rescue the guy where the ship is,
Mm.
and I keep getting ganged up just trying to walk through the gate.
Oh, right. Yeah, yeah. I know what you're talking about now. Yeah. Yeah, we could do something about that.
Yeah, and like I said, I'll see if I can't raise him up a little bit in the meantime. But
Oh, sounds good.
so I've been kind of tinkering with that in my off time. I'm trying to figure out how to employ those cosmetic outfits. One of them looks really cool. I just can't. I may not be able to outfit it because of my level.
No, no. If you can outfit cosmetic stuff at any level in Lord of the Rings,
I
so
got you.
there's a tab when you open up your character portrait, where you have the gear that's equipped.
Right,
There's
right.
a tab right there that says outfits, and that's what you do. You click on that and drag and drop anything that you want to wear cosmetically to that, and you can set
Okay,
up a number of different outfits that way. Of course, you have to pay for more than like one or two.
I got you. And then you put what you've equipped in that spot, so you actually have some armor.
No, you leave the cosmetic stuff in the outfit, and then it hides whatever you equip in your real equipments.
That's what I mean. Like I said, once I put it in the outfits tab, then
Mm.
I can equip something that has some.
There you go. Yeah.
That's the reason I'm getting my butt whacked is because I don't have any armor.
Oh, okay. So you're walking in with this. Oh, right. you,
I
you
got, I
got
got, got
you got your fancy
oh,
pants on, and the
yeah,
yeah, right.
yeah. I'm getting stood up. So okay,
I just came from church. Whack. Yeah. I'm wearing my good
better now.
pants.
Yeah,
That's a heck of a thing.
yeah. I got my sparkly cloak on. Don't kill me. I got my sparkly cloak on.
Not the cloak. Not the cloak.
Yeah.
The sparkles.
Whoop.
It actually does. That was one of the gifts.
Yeah.
A starry cloak or something like that. So it's actually interesting.
This one's. I actually applied a dye to it, so now it has kind of a oil on water kind of effect to it.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I
It's
look forward to
it's
seeing
it,
that.
it's kind of cool. So I was hoping to try to figure out a way to make all that work like it's supposed to. So I gotta go back to Bree and get outfitted now that I've figured out how that works.
Hmm. That's pretty funny.
But he's got this hooded cloak, so he can't wear the fuzzy hat. So oh well.
Yeah, what's wrong with that? You have a contractual obligation to wear, the
Ballooned
feather
hat.
piercing hat. Yeah, that's right.
I we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. It's all good.
Um, I
Okay.
did get out and get some exploration done,
Excellent.
breaking out the Cobra. Found a binary system, asteroid field. So I kind of rolled a one on exotic stuff, but it was 400,000 credits worth of turn.
Yeah, that's cha-ching. That pays for the Cobra right away. Yeah.
Speaking of rolling ones, I stopped and checked out the new gaming store in Lewisburg on the way home today,
So,
Ooh.
what'd
and
you think?
it is very well stocked. Um, the the at least manager on duty is a peer of ours. He's 56,
Hmm.
and he was painting miniatures when I went in there. So,
There you go.
one of the uh, other owners, he said, actually has his own die making business. So they had a grab bag of dice on the counter. I bought a pack, and they're really cool.
Nice.
Um, he had at least a Cyberpunk Red book. I just didn't have enough to pick it up at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Um, a, I mean, the place is packed, very well stocked, about anything you can imagine. And it was a neat little place. I informed him of everything we do and told him to check us out. So he
Oh,
seemed
excellent.
excited that there was an actual guild nearby. So
Yeah, it can get lonely out here in the rural hinterlands. But that's cool. Actually, I had to drive through.
far away, just
I,
over the hill.
yeah, that's true.
So
That's what I'm thinking. I might have to drive by there on one of my
yeah,
excursions.
trips in. And like I said, if you wait to get off on Mooresville Highway to
Mm-hmm.
head home, it's actually a little bit quicker that way, I think. Because as soon as you get off the interstate, you're only like 2 miles from downtown, and it passes you right by in front of it. You almost have no excuse not to stop.
So, what's the name of the place? Free advertising on Twitch here,
Yeah, small town games.
which
Uh,
is descriptive as well as informative. So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
And it's on the what would be the west side of the square, next to
Mm-hmm.
the big open spot.
Yep.
Where the building used to be, and they put a little park inside.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
they're immediately to the right of that.
Now that's interesting.
So
I
it's easy to
remembered
spot.
something else being in that spot, and I'm trying to
Yeah,
remember who it was.
it it burned
It burned down. Yeah.
in there, but I talked this up for a good 20 minutes and walked around and looked at the wares and bought a couple of things and didn't have a whole lot of money, but
Well, yeah. That's always the way of it.
yeah, so it's a worthy stop just for others of our kind.
Hmm.
And
Oh, no, temperature critical.
No, don't be blowing up on the way back to the carrier.
yeah,
I'm not. I'm just gassing up.
Uh huh.
come rolling in
Five
here.
jumps out.
Uh, yeah. He's saving he's saving up for a new paint job because he's gonna bubble up the one he's got.
Yeah. See the guys down in the repair bay are already spinning up the buffer.
Yeah. More work. More work.
Well,
Back to work. Back to work.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Tia Neil, come up here and let's get a gander at your samurai outfit.
Samurai.
No, I think we put him to sleep. I'm gonna walk over there then. It's kind of hard to. Well, it's very shiny actually. I didn't notice how reflective it was. But yeah, you can see the kind of the shoulder pauldrons and yeah, I see what you mean by the samurai-ish.
Well,
Oh, now. This'll get me to the carrier quick. Let me get that sweet, sweet super cruise boost.
Okay, in addition to the buffer, they're going to have an assortment of hammers to
yeah.
realign the frameshift drive.
Oh, now. This'll get me to the carrier quick. Let me get that sweet.
Well, I guess while we're waiting on our tardy pilot,
There's the supercharge. Didn't get the supercharge first time.
Oh, Captain Oracle. What's up, buddy? Captain Oracle's in a snit because I didn't share my Cheetos earlier.
He's probably still trying to dig for the one that rolled under the couch.
Yeah, probably. Let me see. What was I going to do? Oh, yeah. Here we go. For well, we just don't have as many screenshots this week. It's real life trumps game. Although thanks to Tia Neal for sending in more than his fair share this time.
I got around to it this time, so I was happy.
Yep. So let's see. Yeah, that's Galooby doing what the optometrists advise you not to. Do not look into the sun. Nothing really special about this except it was. I like the alignment of the Magellanic clouds. Just kind of with that one star and the specular effect that you get. And that is an ammonia world, of which Otis has just found one.
No, it's not mine. I haven't sent the pictures in yet.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's I'm showing pictures on the stream. This is a picture that Galooby took.
Yeah, I still gotta turn on the TV behind me and get the stream up on it so I know what you're talking about.
So when flying over that ammonia world, saw something that looked like a giant hole in it, and investigated it a bit. You can see it a little bit better here. So it's not the shadow of the asp, for sure. That it's a very big planet, very tiny asp.
You're like, on your part, like, just look up the part.
It turned out to be nothing much. It's just an island. You can kind of barely see it here, kind of at the bottom center of the screen. But it's just one of those things that catches your eye that turns out to be just a natural formation. But ammonia worlds are kind of an interesting, if odd, duck. Rarer than Earth likes, it seems, and with their own special circumstances. This one, again, it's kind of hard to see it, but you can see the parent gas giant, and that's not another planet. That's just a nebula. It kind of looks like another planet, but kind of up and above, center up of the image. Found a canyon that was deep enough to land in on a moon with several biological signals.
I was like, wait, so I don't know if he went somewhere or not. So
I mean, technically I did earlier.
You see that canyon going off in the distance there. And now we have some screenshots from Tia Neal. This is Tia Neal's.
I have arrived at the carrier.
Well, excellent. Did you manage to dock? Did you already?
I'm about to dock. You can go ahead and start the sequence now.
All right.
I don't
So
know.
put it up somewhere.
I understand the candles, and
Let me see. Pause this. Okay. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and get the first one locked in then.
Doc, you can go ahead and start the sequence now.
All right.
Is that Autodoc working on you right now, or is it?
Yeah, we can watch him scrape the paint.
The way he came in, that's why I asked, because it's like flew in, came inside everything.
He just buzzes the tower. You know.
That's my thing.
It looks like he is auto docking. That's the typical auto dock thing there.
Yeah, it's a
Hello, aviators.
Okay. So we're gonna see if this is correct. No, it is not actually. This is the one I want. Yeah. This is a sanity check. Make sure it's in the right direction. Yes, it is. Okay, good. Alrighty.
We are on our way. Let's see. Disembark.
Yeah, don't take your ship. You only have like
Alright. So let's see here. Captain Oracle has returned and has demanded attention. The way of the cat.
Go to concourse. I would love to go to the concourse.
Well, we know what Otis has been up to. So, Tia Neal, what did you find out there?
mostly the same type of either planet or moon over. Picture going to show where the few planets that was different and unique. One water. Landed on a planet that was half uh, silver color, half dark green. When you got on the surface and landed on it, it was all different.
It's hard to make out what you're saying there. You're breaking up pretty badly.
Lean closer to your microphone.
Not sure what happened. Okay. Well, on the subject of planet rarity, well, that is the thing. Earth likes them. No, go ahead.
Turn them over, snap. I think I know what's going on. Hold on. I think it's
Okay.
picking up off my Oculus headset mic, and not my actual mic.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That will do it.
So, on the subject of planet rarity. Well,
How's that?
Oh yeah, that's a lot better. Can hear you
Okay,
very
yeah,
clearly now.
that's what the problem was, yeah.
Now you were telling us about you'd found a water world. I think was the last thing you'd mentioned.
I found the water world, which is pretty cool. It had a northern ice cap and everything. And then the other interesting planet I found was it was silver and green from the atmosphere, but when you landed on it and everything, it was all silver, no green.
Silver and green. Interesting. Did you? Well, obvious. Did you take a picture of it?
I should have.
Yeah.
Let me double check my. Wait, let me double check my screenshots because I know for a fact I did. Okay, I need to. There we go. Yeah, I got two pictures of it. One was with me standing next to my rover, and the other one was with me actually in my cockpit.
Hmm. Did you put them in the screenshots thing? I may have them already, if so.
Yeah, check out the pictures real quick to make sure.
Okay. They come in here.
Yeah, they're towards the top.
All right. Well, let me
That's high up.
pull up your screenshots again, and we'll see what we see. Okay. So we were actually just getting yours. This is a shot of your Anaconda in front of an interesting, probably high metal content world.
Yeah, that was another one. I thought that was really cool, especially with the storms and everything on it.
Oh yeah. That's probably a gas giant there.
Yeah, it's a blue, really, really deep blue gas giant. I thought it was pretty interesting.
Some of those.
Neptune.
Oh, there you go. There's your water world. Yeah, here's Chicani about to take a drink.
Take a little sip of that.
Yeah. And this is the Connie in profile against the arc of the Milky Way there.
Yeah, one of the worlds I was orbiting, I didn't like the picture of because the world just kind of looked really dull. But when I turned the camera on and I saw it like that, I was like, hey, wait a minute, it's pretty interesting.
The thing about this, you think that there's a lot there that you don't see from Earth, right? If you look up at the night sky, you're lucky to see a few bright stars, maybe the planets. But if there are places on Earth that don't suffer from, the ubiquitous light pollution that is now everywhere, then you do see the Milky Way. And you do see in the southern hemisphere the Magellanic Clouds. You do see some of these features. They've been there all along. It's just as our modern lifestyle has hidden the night from us. So, I think this was probably your water world again with some weather.
Very nice weather.
No, that would be a different one.
Yeah, this one is you lined up that second star over there, through the window. So
I thought that was a really cool shot.
yeah. And for those that wonder, this is the bridge of an Anaconda, which is
really massive.
Very spacious. When you realize that all this space is a tiny little thing at the back of the ship, then you get an idea how big the Anaconda is.
It's not even a part you really use.
Yeah. No, you can't walk around the rest of it. So that's another gas giant there.
Yeah, it was a purple-brown gas giant. I thought that was pretty cool.
Oops, hang on. Where? Okay, that'll. Yeah, that's a picture of Tianil.
The silver green planet.
Is that the silver green planet?
Yeah.
We don't seem to have a picture. Oh, there you go. Now you're standing on it. Well, it still looks green without the light, right?
Oh, wait, no. All of it looks green when you have the light off, yeah.
Yeah.
That was the cool thing I wanted to point out. Like, when you had the light off and everything, and you were just walking around, it was all like green, but I couldn't get a picture properly when the lights were off, because it just kind of like all looked really dark.
Well, but that, what your SRV there is doing there kind of illuminates by the bunk what you're trying to say. It's almost like quartz crystals, right?
Yeah,
maybe,
exactly. Yeah.
Maybe emeralds, just scattered all over the place. They would be very bright in direct light like that. Only reflecting not seeming the white. But you put it out there under the starlight, and then you get that deep green and the specular sort of thing. So yeah, that's pretty cool.
I think that's all my photos I had.
Yeah. And this was our one of our jumps from last week, where we actually parked between two suns. And Otis went out and had to really kind of zoom out in the fish angle view to get both of those stars in the picture. But yeah, that was pretty spectacular. Normally the
And just
carrier
a little bit of fisheye.
normally the carrier is only being baked on one side. Here we're well done all the way through.
Delicious.
And that is it. Normally, as I say, I have a lot more, but just haven't had time to generate them this week.
Any passengers who wish to remain in the system must depart the carrier within the next few minutes.
Yeah, I suppose it's time to take a seat here. Whew. Frankly, I'm glad it's just 4 jumps this week. So the itinerary. So the reason that it's 4 jumps and 4 jumps next week is that we're approaching the nebula that'll be our first long-term stop. I mean long-term, I mean more than a week probably. The reason for that is we're going to need to get some gas. We're approaching the reserve minimum level for the carrier. The point at which we don't want to really use any more of our reserve, or we'll get stuck someplace that we can't get out of. So when we reach the system that's adjacent to this nebula in 2 weeks, and not next week but the week after, so not long now, we'll probably want to spend some time scout around, find a good place to mine up some tritium, and make a group mining effort out of it. And we discussed that a couple of weeks ago, how that might look. Basically, you get in whatever ship, equip as many mining lasers as you can to it, and we go out as a group. And I think the most efficient way to do it would be to go out in the Horizons client, because those of us who have Odyssey can log in with Horizons, and that way we have everybody who can participate. Will be able to participate, because not everybody has Odyssey. And then you go out and prospect these tritium asteroids. And the thing is that if you find an asteroid that has tritium in it with a prospector, everybody can get the same amount of tritium out of it. It's not that the asteroid doesn't remember that it was depleted by player 1. It depletes the same amount for every player that fires a mining laser at it. So everybody that shows up, multiplies the amount of tritium that we get by that player, and it's great. So you get however many of us out there all firing at one asteroid, and maybe say there are 5 of us, 5 times the normal amount of tritium springs out, and then it's doubled because we have a prospector limpet attached to it, so now 10 times the normal amount of tritium. And then we all collectively throw our collector limpets at it and just gobble up the bits and process it. It should make gathering all that much quicker. It's still going to be a chore, because we're talking about thousands of units of tritium. And even like the Type 9 that I brought along only has 640 units of cargo space, so it'd take several trips in that alone to fill it up. But that's not really the point. Even if for example, C's Cobra, he doesn't need to be the one hauling the stuff. If you're there firing a mining laser, you're multiplying that tritium count, and you can leave it up to others to actually do the hauling and processing, and that'd be great. So I think it'll work out. Hopefully we can make an afternoon out of it. And it's the other stuff that we've been talking about, SRV races and such like that, the Sidewinder, maybe even find a heavy G world if we're lucky. That's stuff that we can look for around that nebula while we're parked there for a little while getting fuel.
Be a little fun video to do.
Yeah. So that's the idea. That's the idea. This first way stop is kind of like, get out, stretch your legs, do a little bit of work on the maintenance on the carrier, gas, before we move on to our next thing. And we're actually at this point plenty far away from the bubble. There's not many other commanders around here. Let's see what we got going on here. Well, won't be long now. Won't be long now. Because we've been burning about 650 units of tritium for these jumps. And when we're done tonight, we'll be down to about 3,500. So
I'm just excited to be mining for the first time ever. I've never done it before.
I wish I could give you something more exciting. Well, you'll see. It'll actually be really interesting with a group.
As long as we don't have any Kerbal effects happen, I'll be happy as heck.
Yeah, right.
There's gonna be a lot of us mining, if I'm correct, anyways, or at least a good bit of us at a time. So.
Yeah, I think we can get a big group. If we're lucky, we'll get between 5 and 10. Well, that's interesting.
That's right on the deck.
Yeah.
That one's new.
I liked how the star, seemed to kind of phase out and blur and twist, going through that effect. I'm sure that wasn't comfortable for the star.
So, is this FTL a lot different than the smaller ships? Like a whole different system or something? Or?
Yeah. I mean, it's still witch space. But the effect is vastly different, yeah. Have you actually seen the carrier enter or leave witch space?
No, I haven't seen it.
I think that's something we ought to do when we get to the nebula, is arrange for people to be able to see that effect, both coming and going. Because it's pretty cool. C's seen it. C actually saw the carrier come pick him up.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like this giant hand rips a hole in space. This is it. Rips a hole in space, that whole lightning effect that you see, and then the carrier kind of just emerges out of it. It slows to a stop. Yeah.
First to my ship.
Well, what we got here? It's interesting looking, very dark. We see a lot of those nebula. All right.
Nebula, light.
Yeah, not in a hurry, waiting on cooldown. We'll watch these guys take off. Apparently you're going out and honking.
Whee!
All right. There goes O'Neill and the Anaconda.
Yeah, perfect. I don't even see a sun.
I'm concerned about that.
There's no star.
Yeah, I'm very concerned about that.
Yeah, it's dragging us into the black hole.
That's possible.
Oh no. Oh wait, no. I think I see it. Really, really tiny. I gotta remember the controls. I used to playing this on the. Oh, there's the bodies here too. Yeah, there's a gas giant here.
Let's take a look here.
So a star, 2 asteroid belts, and a gas giant. No exit.
So nothing really important.
Well, hang on. What's
Oh, it's really far away though. I'm curious.
yeah? Where is that star?
It's below the ship, I think.
Just straight down?
Kind of to the left of the ship, straight down left. I'm flying towards it now.
Yeah, I'm just.
That view from where you're.
Hold on. I think I can barely see it.
Yeah, it's right there. Really tiny.
Huh. How we end up out here? Usually we're right on top of that star.
Yeah, it's weird that it put us so far out.
What's the spectral class of that thing? Actually, I'll find out here in a second. We're still in cooldown, so I can't lay it in yet.
Oh, there's 10 bodies in this system. I take that back. I need to scan the system.
And by the way,
we got,
we're in another region. We're in Temple now.
got an asteroid belt.
Hello.
More asteroid
Hello.
belt.
How's it going?
I forgot it was Thursday.
It is.
Ooh. A really pretty looking gas giant.
Alrighty. Well, gang, I'm going to be laying in the next destination.
All right.
All right. All right.
Muddy brown planet with a nice.
You got about 10 minutes to get back.
Yeah, that's plenty of time.
That's what they all say.
Hey, if I get left behind, it's not like it's too far for me to jump anyway.
Yeah, you have practice, right?
Experience with this.
That's right. That is interesting though about that sun being so distant. So what spectral class is that star down there?
I'm looking at planets. Give me a second. There's a lot of bodies in this. There's actually 11 bodies in this system. Most of them are like here. That's not a complete system. Oh wait, here. Oh, I had to scan the carrier. Okay. That makes sense.
Alright, well, let's see. According to this... Well, that's really weird. It's a K. Yeah. That's actually not small. So somehow we had just parked really far away from it.
Yeah, I think it parked us out right on the edge, right outside the third gas giant.
That's yeah, interesting. Okay, well, we'll take it.
Let's see, Ice World. So we're parked outside 3 Ice Worlds.
So how have y'all been doing?
Well, not so bad. How about yourself?
I want to jump over to this little moon over here real quick. No.
I am waiting for Commander Tionil to get back so I can wave at him.
I'm jumping over this moon real quick, so it might be a little bit.
Oh, that'll be too much of a little bit.
It's only a few light seconds.
Well, E, how was your week? How did you manage? Hang on, somebody's buzzing the tower again.
Hello there.
Hello. No, he scratched the paint again.
It'll be fine. Let's see, what button did I have assigned to reverse thrust? There we go.
That certainly makes it brighter in here. You kind of look like a staircase extending out of the window.
Yeah, I figured you needed a little bit of light in there. It was a little dark.
Yeah, I can imagine. Oh, there we go. Now I have blue lightning effects.
There we go.
Pinging against the shields to test their
Lift
strength.
my lights up a little bit.
Well, what were you saying there, E? You know that we interrupted you with the light show here.
Well, it's not been too bad. I've been dealing with a vendor on something, and it's they're thinking it's problems that make no sense to me as a network engineer.
Did you clear your browser cache? You think I'm joking? Yeah.
No. I know you're serious.
Well, sometimes it is an interesting little anomalous thing.
Well, my thing is this is one of our SCADA systems, and they upgraded the SCADA part of the SCADA system, and part of the data collection and display part of the SCADA system. The upgraded version of the software won't connect to SCADA servers.
Okay.
The unupgraded will still connect, and it shouldn't be able to because they changed the ports they're using. All this together says to me that, well, the old ports are still listening. And indeed, I can do a port scan with the new ports and the old ports appear to be listening, and the new ports appear to be not listening.
Yep.
They're talking about firewalls on the computer or on the workstation, or switches, or things like that.
Mm-hmm. Everything except their own software, yeah. Oh well. When in desperate, pull out the technobabble chart.
That was not what I wanted at all.
What happened?
I got a little too close to the rings.
Pulled out a super groove.
I did indeed. I did not like it. It was against my will. Like space cops.
Okay.
Try this again. Maybe this time nothing better happen. I also got a screenshot.
Oh, excellent.
Attention. Carrier jump sequence is underway. Lockdown begins in 5 minutes.
I'll wait till I get back to the ship before I post it on the Discord.
Yeah, Carl just gave the 5-minute warning. In practice, that means more like 3.
New string sounds so good.
Did you put your new metal bits on the guitar?
Indeed. I had to file them down with some sandpaper to get them to actually work right. But in the end, They sound really nice.
Excellent. How much time did you say I had?
Not much.
Oh no.
Where are you?
Cutting it close, probably.
Are you about to at least jump to the carrier?
No.
Are you
Like-
even in the same system anymore?
2,000 light seconds away.
I'm just gonna go ahead and park.
Yeah, you might want to. I might come in. I might be coming in.
Taking another long ride.
I hope not. I just wanted a picture. It looked like an interesting world.
Well, you have the explorer's instincts. We'll give you that.
No matter the challenge, no matter the consequences, you must take pictures.
Add 9.
1,000 light seconds away. Says a minute and 15 seconds.
How long till jump?
It's about 2 minutes before the lockdown begins.
You've got 2 minutes to get here, buddy. Did you hear that?
No, I heard. I'm rushing as fast as these engines will take me. She's not speedy, but she's getting there.
Well, if nothing else, you get to see the...
time for
Touchdown, touchdown, disembark, disembark, disembark. Let me off this thing.
If nothing else, you get to see the carrier, depart. That's always pretty spectacular.
Oh yeah, it is.
What was it Starbucks said? There's nothing more beautiful than watching your mothership turn and bank and leave you.
Yeah, that's right. Unfortunately, you can't turn off the clocks at this point, so...
20 seconds left. Maybe. The time thing for this is weird.
Let me onto that elevator.
I'm in danger. Why does this feel like an eternity?
If he gets left behind, this is going to be made a trip highlight, right?
That's right, yes.
It's gonna be its own series at this point.
He will never, ever show up for our fleet line. Jumps again.
I've arrived.
How much time do I have left?
You respec your name to Wrong Way Feldman.
You've got 30 seconds until lockdown starts.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna make it.
Well, come on in. Let's see how close you make it.
Bye. Yeah.
30 seconds until lockdown starts. 10 seconds.
Let me just attach to the back of the ship.
Oh no.
That's it.
Like, I'm right here. I'm right here.
Well, come on up and bust the cower as we leave. Yeah, it just locked down. Oh my god.
I just got teleported to my seat. You should park right in front of the tower and see what it does.
Yeah, take some screenshots as we go. I mean, it's worth it. I mean, it's going to be a nice picture.
How much longer do you have to jump?
About 3 minutes.
Okay, that gives me plenty of time to kind of park in front of the ship.
I'm
I'm protesting this
You don't want
launch.
to park directly in front of the ship because
I'm protesting the launch.
the ship
Who knows? You might get lucky and get pulled into witch space along with us. There's no telling where you'll end up, but
The carrier can kill you if you are directly in front of it. So, yeah, protest all you want. It's not going to stop.
I've thought of that little detail.
There he is.
Hey, friend. You got the jump range to catch back up in that thing. If I stayed out there in my Fer-Lance, I would have been stuck.
And Let me get in a position where I'm not in the way of any moving objects and then like park.
This is going to be interesting. I think you'll like the show, though, if you've never seen it.
Not how I wanted to see it, but sure.
Yeah, I know.
You could pass the time until the jump, plotting your course.
All right, spinning up now, about a minute. You should be getting Carl, saying, "Hey, stand clear. We're about to go."
Yeah, we'll departing the system in 1 minute. Get into a third-person view. Lose the HUD there for a second, and then be in screenshot mode.
You do have a clone on file with us, right?
They're already waking him up. Yeah.
I'm in here. I can hear everything whirring and everything.
Get off my headset and go in there and watch on your
It's
screen.
super cool. I mean, it's just awesome.
The lights are getting brighter.
Here we go. We'll see you shortly, man.
Oh God, I think I'm being pushed away.
That is actually terrifying.
I know, right?
Interesting. It won't let me log in.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. It's in the middle of the transition, yeah. So what did you think? We should have left system by now.
Yeah, you're out of the system.
Okay.
I'm just looking at a cloud now. I'm wondering if I can fly through the cloud. Oh, don't disappear on me.
Come back.
Oh, I'm still locked onto the carrier.
Can you hit it with a wake scanner?
Can I jump?
Yeah. Okay.
Very
We are very far away now. That's right.
Yeah, go ahead and I guess send me the jump coordinates.
Actually, if you go to bookmarks, do you have the Ardent Citadel marked as a favorite?
I do not.
You should do that.
I probably should.
That way you
There's,
can all.
Well, I see the star here. There's an interesting arc of stars.
Have
I'm
to
not
go
sure what
there.
that's all about. That's going to be a gas giant over there. It looks like we're in a kind of a stellar field. Ooh, what's that up there? Probably
You
the
don't show-
Magellanics. All right.
Anyways,
anyway. So yes, now let me send you where we.
Oh wait,
now.
no wait. I can see where players are at.
you can see where we're at because we're friends.
I'll put it in the Discord, our current location.
How do you pronounce that anyway? Flower?
That works.
You gotta put some phlegm into it. Flower.
And now to begin my mini jumps.
How many jumps is it anyway?
25.
Not too bad.
Nah.
That's better than the last time. Yeah.
Hope I can make it back to y'all in time before you do another jump.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and land the next course.
No! For the love of all that's holy, don't! Oh, you've got to be kidding me! It kicked me off the server! I got another black adder!
Oh, that is hilarious.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me!
That Black Adder has it out for you.
You need to rename your ship now. It is no longer the Rocinata, it is the Black Adder.
No, the Rocinata had a lot of trouble in the show, too. I don't want to hear it.
You should petition FDev to change your commander name to Black Adder.
Wish I could actually do that without having to go through the process of like making a whole new person.
You
Yeah,
can do that. You can request to have them change your name for you.
Huh? Really?
Yeah, it is a request though.
So I have to go on the website to do that.
Yeah.
You have to contact FDev directly.
So a ticket then.
Yes.
Take it.
I
Oh,
might do that honestly.
It is the hamster.
It is up to them to decide whether or not you get to change your name.
I just point them towards our stream so they'll understand my pain.
They-
The hamster is
might-
having
might-
difficulty making a small step, but then again, everybody else has that same difficulty.
They might find humor in it, and if they find enough humor in it, they'll let people know about it, and you might be the recipient of a Hutton mug.
No, they'll change the name
There
of
you go.
the error to just my username.
Error code T O'Neill.
Yeah.
Now, given the coloration of the kind of the mauve teal nail, yeah, has to have a color in there.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh, the purple teal nail.
Yeah, there we go. After my ship.
Hey. Okay.
I got back to my setup here, and there is a hopper camster in front of me.
Yep. Was having difficulty getting over this. Yeah, you're going to have the same difficulty. You know, this crazy step here that they built in.
Funky, I just stepped over it with ease.
No,
Maybe it's just
right
something you're looking at.
No, right here. Well, you can't.
What the?
Yeah, see? Exactly.
It's only if you don't have a running start. If you stop at it and then do it, you get stuck.
Yeah, exactly. And then you've
Funky.
got this little caution thing on the floor right in front of it, right?
Keep you from tripping.
Yeah.
There you go. But, yeah, you're right. You're right about the running start. So you have to charge at the window and hope you don't go through.
Stop at it and then do it.
Yep. Let me take a look around. Now that we have, I'm not going to lay in a course or anything.
Is it safe for me to go to my ship?
Well, we're going to wait for T and Neil, so yeah, I would think so.
Might as well. He's the only other person that's gonna do a honk out here while we're here, so might as well.
I keep getting lost in space.
So I see.
We got a reoccurring joke for our channel or something.
We do. So I see one big star, and yeah, there seems to be like a field of stars
Baguette.
nearby.
I got a baguette. I will now consume this baguette.
There's a kind of a nebula over yonder. There's the Magellanic Clouds.
I got a baguette.
Yeah. It's just a denser stellar region through here. Yeah, interesting. Let me take a look at without using that navigation panel.
M-type star discovered.
In fact, yeah, it is a pretty dense star field through here. It's pretty spectacular. Really lovely.
Let's see here. M-type star discovered. I'm going to get off of my Erdlance and get back in my ship that's capable of long-range jumps, just in case.
Yeah, stay safe.
No, I think I'm the only one that's cursed here. I don't think you have anything to worry about.
I don't care.
I understand why you're being extra cautionary. I understand it too well. No, I think I'm the only one that's cursed here. I don't think you have anything.
Well, on the plus side, you're going to have a lot of exploration data, to turn in when you get here.
Yeah, this is the second time this has happened.
I know. It's great. I mean, not for you, but
I honestly haven't even turned in any data since we've been jumping, so it's just been kind of building up.
seriously,
Yeah,
turn it in, man. Gosh, cash in. That's what the carrier's here for.
I keep forgetting, honestly.
Okay, when you dock, I'm going to remind you. You know, get your money.
Yeah. That sounds like a good plan. I'm refilling at the star, and then I've got 20 more jumps to go.
No, we're just kind of looking around local space here. I'm gonna zoom.
And said that stars are getting easier. We're getting more and more stars between us, aren't we?
Yeah, we were passing through the last couple of weeks a void space between spiral arms, and now we're getting back in towards one of the spiral arm. Actually, our own, the Sagittarius. There'll be another big void space we have to cross in order to get to the Perseus arm, and that's where folks like C are going to have the most trouble. But where we're headed, yeah, it looks like there's a ton of stars around there. I'm looking at that now, this week's stop. Yeah, there's not going to be any excuse not to find something interesting in all of this. As for tactics to find something interesting, lots of people have just different ways of going about it. I think the most common and arguably successful is to restrict yourself to certain stellar classes, and I can actually demonstrate that on the feed here. If you're looking at your navigation panel, and this is centered on where we are headed tonight, there's ooh, interesting. There are 3 stars in that system. A Class M and a couple of brown dwarfs and the Taurus. So, Class M's can have life, but they tend not to. They tend to be colder. Life in the Stellar Forge engine and Elite Dangerous, which again is science-based, needs energy, and the ideal stellar conditions for that tend to be class K, G, and F stars. The yellowish one, similar to our own sun, and not in systems with too many stars or systems with stars that are too big. A's and B's, the big blues, or supergiants, are hostile to life. M's, aside from being a little too cool, are also hostile to life for a different reason. I'm not sure they model this in Stellar Forge, but Class M stars, the red dwarfs, are angry little stars. They throw out massive flares pretty frequently, and because they're cooler, the habitable zone of that star is closer to the star physically. So that means that a planet that can support life is going to be subject to those flares being thrown off by the Class M to greater impact, and that tends to theoretically, it's not going to be friendly. Too much radiation. But all that said, if you want to restrict yourself to certain stellar classes, let's see here. See if we can find it. You can see how you can select. There it is. In map mode, I actually have realistic mode selected here because I just kind of like seeing the stars. When you're exploring, it really doesn't matter so much. But if you do want to restrict yourselves to those stars that might have life or have probability of it, you can do so here under map mode. Select star class, and by default, all of them are selected. But you can turn off things that you know that are very low probability, like brown dwarfs and protostars, and non-sequence stars, and O's, B's, and A's, and that leaves you just with these guys. Actually, I would put non-sequence back. I would leave these guys on because they're very rare and very interesting. If you ever come across a carbon or wolf red or non-sequence. Non-sequence is like black holes. So, but Yeah, here you go. This is what you want to tell your map. I only want to go to these systems. F, G, K, maybe M's, maybe not, but M's are good to keep in that mix because there are lots of them and they'll give you gas. And you can plot yourself a course that way, and you'll see that change the map to hide all those other stars. So this guy here that's very close to where we'll be, actually there's one that like, wow, real close. What's this? Looks like a Class M. Yep. 2 Class M's in that system. It's going to be like a hop and a skip from where we're landing. And this one has an F, so that's a really good one. That'll be a good one to check out. Just a single class F star has a pretty good probability of having something interesting. That's the trick. So you just change your map. Oh yeah, and I guess the other part of the trip is in map mode. This bottom thing, apply filter to route, like so. With that clicked, and when you go down to route settings and recalculate your route, then it's going to try to route you through the stars that you've selected. So that's method number 1. I'm going to go back here and change it back to realistic mode. Because as I said, I kind of just like the way it looks. Method number 2 is the one I employ, and that's just go everywhere.
Be a true explorer.
Yeah. So what I'll do is, because we have lots of folks on the ship that, have smaller ships and smaller jump ranges, I just leave all these stars within 50 light years behind. Don't even touch them. That leaves plenty of space for the cobras and the asps, rather the cobras and the adders and such like that we might have. And typically, what I'll do is I'll go up or down, but I usually choose down. That's the important thing. Think vertical. Most times, a lot of people when they're out there exploring, they just set a course in a straight line. Galaxy they think as flat as a pancake. Well, it's not. It's like 10,000 light years thick. So there's a lot of z-axis to play with, up and down. And what you do is, if you want to go to a place that somebody hasn't been, go down or go up a lot.
So go to the very edge too.
Yeah, go to the edge. Lots of people are working on are doing the edge dancing thing. But I'll go down, a few hundred light years, find something that looks interesting, and for no particular reason, I'll just find something that looks interesting, like a cluster of stars that I can just jump around that are near each other. Like over here, we've got like 10 stars that are kind of close together. That's random. There's no rhyme or reason to it. It just happens that way. So I would pick one of them and go. Use longest jump to get down to that cluster, and then use economical jumps to jump around within the cluster, and just hit dozens of stars. And the trick to that is, you might be thinking that in order to find something interesting or to get paid fully, when you do scans of a system, you have to do detailed scans and everything. Well, that's not true. You do need to scan everything, identify everything with a full spectrum scanner to get full credit for a system, but then you're done. If you didn't see anything that looked interesting to you, move on. You can fly through go to a system, honk, get away from the refuel, get away from the star, and do the full spectrum scan. And it's during that step, the FSS, that I'm making my evaluation. Is this something that I want to spend time here to explore? And more often than not, the answer is no, because as you guys have encountered by now, the vast majority of systems you've seen this before. They're just icebergs or rocks or asteroid fields. Stuff that is common. There may be some unique features, that catch your eyes. Maybe you have a couple of planets that are close to each other that might be worth checking out. Maybe you have a planet that's orbiting very close to a parent, a moon that has less than a half-day orbital period. That's something to look for, because that means that the moon is just zipping around a gas giant, probably. And if you find those, by the way, they're very popular tourist spots, because what happens is you park on it, and orbital mechanics are being modeled as you play. So you can actually park on this moon and sit there and see it orbiting the gas giant. It just as it zips around. In hours, if you just sit there on the moon for an hour on some of these, you'll go halfway around this gas giant. It's pretty spectacular. But yeah, you find anomalous things like that, and it's worth checking out. But you're not going to find it in every system. Maybe not every 10. So the trick is, kind of do that scan and have an eye for something that might be interesting. And if it's not interesting, just move on to the next. Because as you can see, there are several billion star systems out here. There's really no reason to dwell on any single one. You're not going to miss anything. You're going to find it again. So, well, that's kind of the, just explore everything trick. You could be, and yeah, some folks do like to explore everything, map as much as they can. And the benefit of doing that is the cash reward. Because if you find terraformable, high metal content, or metal rich worlds, they pay a lot. And they're worth, if you're interested in the money, going out there and scanning. And also, doing the, if you have Odyssey, going down there and getting biological samples. Particularly out here where nobody's done it, you're getting first football bonuses, you're getting first discovered bonuses for almost every bit of biological sample you get. Nobody's seen it before. So, and that adds up pretty quick. I think Otis also commented on that. You just get a few of them and it's several million credits. So that's for the money. I usually, when it comes to biological samples, unless there's more than 4 or 5 on a single body, I don't think it's worth your time. Unless the body itself is interesting to see. Occasionally, rarely, you'll come across 6 or 7 or even 8 different biological types on a single body, and then it's definitely worth checking out. Because then that situation might mean that there's something particularly rare there, and that's an exciting thing to find. So that's the Odyssey biological sample thing. Of course, driving around the Neosv is its own reward. Tumble, bump, bump, spin, drive off a cliff, all that fun stuff. So
that I have done before.
Me too, many times. Yeah, so hopefully there'll be plenty of places to check out for everybody this week. Because I know the last couple weeks have been a struggle for C and Seraph. I don't know how much he's made it on. But yeah, not having something less than 10 light years away is really hard on a Sidewinder. So. But yeah, this place looks like it does. All sorts of fun stuff. And who knows, that little binary Class M job that's, like 3 light years away from where we're going to park is, yeah, might surprise us. But as I said, I'm not going to be the one to check it out. It's going to have to be C or Seraph or, somebody, one of you guys, with the short range guys, haulers. Yeah, that's your stomping ground. You go check out those ones that are close by.
Yeah, people who have legs use the legs.
All right. Well, I managed to talk for a bit. How many systems did you burn in the meantime there, Tino?
I am 12 jumps away. I've been scanning every time I stop to do a refill.
That's perfect. No. That's what you ought to be doing.
Well,
Yeah, so
detailed scanning, not regular scanning, of course.
Yeah. Ow. What's okay? Captain Oracle is digging his claws into my arm here. He's doing the. I'm trying to be affectionate, and instead he's kind of drawing furrows. It's okay, bud. crazy cat, even when he's trying to be nice, it's just you can't help but destroy things. Well, let's see. You'll see what's happening in the bar. Well, we have a Magellanic Cloud. Pardon me. I keep walking in here and thinking that's a star, and it's just this reflection of a light over yonder.
They sure like to overwork their people here, huh?
It does look really fittingly like a star, though.
Yeah.
I don't know. This job just doesn't leave me any time for myself.
If you need some meds to help get through the day, I know someone.
Sure.
Guys, I'm right here. God. I mean, really? Huh. Man.
I like I like the ones in the background on the couch passed out.
Yeah. Yeah, the two of them, don't you mean? Yeah.
Oh, that's 3. Oh no, he's awake.
So we got that one, and this one's dozing. Oh,
he's open mouth.
Yeah, look at that. Okay, so this one's obviously been on those helpers that these 3 are.
They're working us like crazy.
Yeah.
They must be from engineering.
Oh man. Yeah, that's
Probably me.
go ahead.
Take my advice. If they offer you a promotion, don't take it. It's not worth the hassle.
Guys, I'm right here. Yeah, they must be from engineering. I mean, they're all kind of worked up because whenever we do these jumps, it's just jump after jump after jump, and they're like, oh my god. Man.
So, what do you think of our local starport then?
For a giant lump of metal in the middle of a vacuum, this place is surprisingly cozy.
You got a point.
Well, that was better. I'm almost tempted to wait around here and see what else they're going to ignore me and say.
They could gossip.
And they kind of glance over at, the... Oh, hey, yeah, what you doing? I'm hiding behind my drink. Oh, doing nothing. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. This job just doesn't leave me any time for myself.
Yeah. You're lucky. You didn't pull 3 back-to-back shifts in the last 7 days.
Yeah.
What are they... Okay, maybe I need to talk to my engineer. What do you got these guys doing, man? Alright, what's your gripe? It's here like they're, about to wrestle or something. No? No arm wrestling?
That's the card table.
Yeah. Okay, we're not doing Magic the Gathering with the captain around. Okay. Sure.
I hate how the atmosphere is wrong everywhere else.
I do like the drink dispenser. I particularly love that.
Yeah, the little details they've done on the interior.
Yeah. We didn't know it, but there's a certain old happy computer that's hiding around in here. Well, do you have grapes? Wait a minute. Oh, they have a television. Harma rum? Well, hell, no wonder they're all... Yeah, well, what was I expecting in a bar?
I see you running away in there.
running away? Oh, wait a minute. I see. Yes. You've been tracking us all this time, have you?
Yes, I was looking in on the bar just now. I am a sneaky little one.
Well, I did notice.
This is a surprisingly maneuverable little ship.
Yeah, I've always loved the DBX. In keeping Tia Neal's adventures in mind, I actually switched to my DBX before I come up here and do these jumps, just in case.
In case any Blackadderisms happen.
Yeah, I don't know. It just as easily happen to any of us. The carrier commander. I just don't know what happens to the carrier in that case.
Those are hard points. I don't need to deploy those. There we go.
Carl's gonna
Cargo
be.
scoop.
Yeah, Carl will have words if you do that.
I'm waving at you with my cargo scoop.
I see that.
Those are hard points. I don't need to deploy those. There we go.
Okay, I heard
Yep.
Carl say something about hard points, so yeah.
Waving at you with my cargo scoop.
There we go.
Landing gear.
I want to bail a little early. I'm going to go move one of those guys over on the couch, pull up beside them.
Well, I hear you. I understand. So, you take care. When you wake up, we'll be where we need to be. I really am kind of needing to bail myself. But
I
yeah.
got
Yeah.
I'll make sure to stay my seat this time.
just be well, and I will talk to you soon.
All right. Thank you, man. Take
See
care.
ya.
Yeah, that's the thing about new job. It's just
Gotta get used
Wires
to it.
sleep.
I haven't been sleeping all that well. That's the strangest thing. I mean, I probably slept better, before, but I had a kind of a crazy schedule that I was used to. It was no big deal to stay up until 3 in the morning and sleep until late morning or early afternoon, and nobody cared. Now that they care,
See, how far away are you? Not too much further.
No, I got 6 jumps left.
the problem that I've been having is I would be able to sleep soundly because I'm tired enough, but my cat is used to the old schedule. So he'll actually wake me up at 3 in the morning because he wants to play. I mean, that's the only reason. It's not food. It's just he's bored and he wants to play. And it's like, it's okay. Look, man. If it were 3 a.m. last week, no sweat. I'd pull out the laser pointer and play with him for a little bit. But it's 3 a.m. and I gotta wake up in 2 hours, and then I have a hour and a half on the road, and it's like, come on, man. You're right. Maybe you're right. I've been worried about. Nev suggests that I need 2 cats, and yes, I was actually worried about how Oracle would take being alone all day, and he seems to do okay with it, but he's not too happy. When I do get home, there's the typical, where have you been, feed me. But, yeah, maybe 2 cats is probably best for him. He's such a social cat. On the other hand, I'm fearful of what that 2 cat might do in terms of the backfire effect, because 1 cat already kind of is destructive enough and chews things up. In fact, he's wandered off. He has chosen to part company with us. I don't know where he went out to. It's not important, but so I can say he's. Yeah, there should always be two: one master, one Padawan. Well, that's very positive thinking, but I think in his case it would be the Sith, the master and the apprentice.
No, it's more like Han and Chewie, to be more honest with you. Because Cad's always got like the one good one and the one bad one.
Or the one loud one and the one kind of smirky
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, like a weird pair. It's like a Han and Chewie, honestly.
Well, that would be interesting. If Mike were here, we'd say, I know a woman who could fix you up with a cat. Well, the one good thing about having Otis flying around outside the window is it gives you that illusion of being back in the bubble where you have all those police craft flying around everywhere.
True, true.
And the thing that I could never figure out is why the heck of most of the ships that docked at our carrier while we were in the bubble were orcas, cruise ships. Because maybe we're actually carrying several tens of thousands of tourists with us, and we just didn't realize that's what goes on below deck down there. They're all lining the windows waiting for Tia Neal to get back. It's like, wow.
They saw your flight, your
itinerary.
manifest. Yeah, the manifest or the itinerary.
Hey, I would, if I had the wherewithal, meaning I didn't have to work, I was healthy, and I had the money, I'd do that. You know how you can book passage on a slow boat, container ship, or a cargo ship, and just go wherever, because they do have a couple of passenger cabins typically on the larger ones, and it's I've seen plenty of stories about that, and it looks like an exciting thing to do. Well, maybe not exciting, by most people's definition, but fulfilling. If you want to spend a couple of weeks on the sea and basically not be bothered, and just stay out of the cruiseway, and
I'd do it I do it for just the simple fact that no matter how hard my work tried, there'd be no way to get me to come back into work for a bit.
Yeah.
Well, there's obviously got to be a way you can come in. Yeah, sure. If you, I don't know, hire a helicopter pilot or something, I guess.
It may not have probably not have the range.
Yeah, probably don't even have the range. You might have to get another boat to come out here and get me. I mean, I don't know, boss. I don't think it's happening.
Here it comes. But when you look at the fleet carrier, it doesn't look like a cruise ship. It's very rugged, utilitarian. I think most of them are. There are lots of different cosmetic looks for the carrier.
The one that I liked the most was it had the front of the carrier looked like the hammerhead from Star Wars.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I like that one. Pretty cool.
I picked this one because I'm a big fan of carriers, and we're talking about modern day carriers with the flat deck.
Oh yeah.
The superstructure, being able to see all the way around, and that's what I liked about this layout.
Yeah, they got their own charms to it. It's really awesome.
Red makes it go faster. That's the other reason.
Of course. Okay, I'm going to be jumping in system next jump.
Sweet. All right. Well, I'm going to wait until you're safely aboard.
Thank you.
Otis is out here. Dun, da, 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 doing the trapeze act. It's a good thing Carl's easily amused. He's staring at that iPad, not actually hovering his hand over the trigger finger. Hovering his hand over the trigger, rather. Beep, beep, beep.
Okay, let's see. You do this. That's 14 bodies in the system.
Yeah, you might as well honk it and see it while you're here.
I'm gonna first of all go to you.
And notice we get a chance to wave at you as you come in. So once again, TNL's of Adventures in Space. Adventures in Space.
Another little fun like additive to the screen.
Mm-hmm. So Otis is kind of doing like the Scooby-Doo door skit. You know, he'll come in one side, go out the other, then come down for the top, and then choo choo. So it's like there's a fourth
Exactly.
dimension. You know, where Scooby-Doo, or wherever the Scooby Gang runs. You know, it's not linear.
I just made an interesting discovery. I can use the throttle reversal as a handbrake.
Mm-hmm.
I think it depends on the shift you're on.
On the SRV though, in that line, you can use flight assist, toggle it, and it'll park the SRV. It'll set your throttle to 0.
Oh, cool.
I always found that's the easiest way to get the thing to stop.
Yeah, seriously, I'm not a big fan of the SRV.
I've gotten used to it. You know, I have fun with it. But yeah, sometimes it's pretty frustrating because I think the two frustrating parts I have are one, trying to get back on the ship and getting a line just right, and two, when I'm ready to get out and scan a plant that I found. It's like Yosemite Sam. When I says whoa, I means whoa. You know, because sometimes you'll stop the damn thing and it'll start rolling just as you get your foot out the door. It's like, what? So
I think the thing that gets me about it that I don't like is that when you finally get going, you're all smooth and everything, and this tiny, tiny rock, just like don't even see it, tiny rock gets in your path, and you bump it, and you spin around forever for a bit before you finally straight back out.
Yeah,
that's the thing that gets me.
And it does like 5% damage to the thing, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those little annoying things.
Let's see, options, controls, ship controls. Let's see here.
Okay, so far so safe.
Flight miscellaneous.
I see you floating out there.
Okay, yeah, that's TNL. Parking a number.
Yay! I finally made it back.
Yeah, you did.
I need so much fuel.
But we have all those tourists working below decks. You know, they'll hand you the hoses.
That's okay. That'll work.
Hi, friend.
Hello.
Yeah, look at that.
He buzzed my bridge.
He buzzed your bridge, yeah. He's just a bridge buzzer. Maybe that's what next time we get a sidewinder, just call it bridge buzzer. Buzz Bridger? Okay, so TNL. Alright. Very, very important. Whenever you dock, sell your exploration data.
I remember.
Yeah. Da-da-da! There he is. Welcome back aboard.
I'm going to do something a little interesting here. I'm going to get going here full speed.
I had to remember the Scooby Gang.
Full speed without boost. Gonna.
Oh, wow.
Flight assist off, cut throttle. Whee!
I just sold that for $5 million.
Yeah. I believe it. Very good, very good, very good. All right.
Taking a while to retrieve the data, though.
Well, if you've been saving it up, yeah, there's.
Oh wait, there's more.
There's more, yes.
Put another $3 million on top of that.
You can only do like 25 systems per page, so or maybe 50. So yeah, you may have several pages.
Oh, I got a bunch of bonuses.
Yeah.
First is say 3 bodies in that system, 2 bodies in that system, 27 bodies in that system, 39 bodies in that system, and 31 bodies in that system.
Oh, that was terrifying.
I think we're going here.
I got going full speed and I hit my flight assist off and I panned downward, went nose down, and I did a front end somersault just barely over the top of your ship.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't think insurance would pay for that one.
No, not one bit.
All right, he's
I'm setting course. I just laid it in.
I'm getting out of my ship and running into the bridge. You're gonna see me sprinting through the doors before they fully open.
I think you need to stop hot dogging and get landed.
Oops, whoops, hang on. All dizzy all of a sudden.
How to plop my butt into the seat and not move.
Hold on. Photo evidence he has returned.
Yay!
and you've even got the character even has this, oh my god, look. I can't believe it happened again.
The Blackadder is just reserved for me, apparently.
Okay, that you have to admit that was pretty funny. I mean, that wasn't even a game bug. That was just. But you at least had a chance to see the carrier departing, and the carrier arriving is equally spectacular. So
yeah, that's true.
It's a good show. Oh my gosh.
That's what you ought to do. Give him the system.
Hello in there.
That we're going to go to next week, and he can, instead of hanging around here exploring, he can use those long legs and go.
Yeah, just meet us at the Nebula the week after.
Yeah, just go ahead and meet you there.
That's actually not a bad idea. Might do that with several of the ships. I could even do it with Marcus, because he can remote control the carrier.
There you go.
You didn't realize that the carrier was a drone, did you?
Well, as advanced as Elite is, I would hope it had features like that.
Right.
I uploaded a few more screenshots.
Sweet. Okay, hang on. Let's see what you got there.
Stay out there for too long, Otis. You're going to end up being left behind.
I'm just having too much fun going with the flight assist off. It makes for interesting maneuvers. What is that noise? Oh, that's the sound of you going down into the ship.
Those are, yeah, even before the... Okay, yeah, I see the clouds forming. And then it's headed through.
It was one of those moments where I thought I'd take a bunch of pictures and then just like throw them up.
No, that's the way to do it. I've told you, my dad used to be a photographer, and his philosophy on photography, right?
Yeah, a lot of photos and just a few good ones.
And just a few good ones, that's right. You just take a picture of everything.
I think that was the one thing I remember from photography class was if you're going to take a picture, make sure you take 100 of them so you can at least get a few of them.
That's right, exactly. Film is cheap, usually, and these days you don't even use film, so
Yeah, it's all digital now, so you can take a million photos and you're good to go.
Yeah, the Googles of the world claim that there's no shortage of space until the
Google Play.
entire world is a hard drive, and then where are you going to store them? That's, I guess that's why Musk wants to go to Mars.
Yeah,
We're going to turn it into a hard drive.
We need multiple ones. Space is the ultimate coolant.
Yeah, I'll feature those screenshots on next week's stream.
All right.
So
I just thought we needed to add them and everything.
And I'll have some good ones.
excellent.
I'm gonna go refill my cup real quick.
As you were doing your flight assist off thing, you did kind of remind me of the space sphere. You just get space. Yeah.
Doing my woo stunts. I hear Carl telling everybody about the carrier jump sequence.
Yeah, and he does that without even looking up from his iPad. It's like, yeah, we're jumping. He probably has it recorded, right? You know, he just hits the button. Bleep, we're jumping. There you go. Done the wrong way.
Do 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 do.
Well, I think I'll go ahead and take a seat. We've got this interesting constellation. Let me take a screenshot of it real quick. And it's just a random collection of stars, but it kind of looks like a shepherd's crook, just right in front of us, turned at an angle.
I can kind of see it. Kind of looks like Donald Duck.
Okay, yeah, I see that too. Huh. And Captain Oracle has returned. What's up, buddy? How you doing?
Good evening, Captain.
We kind of delineate for him where. Yeah, there we go. He found where he wants to lay down. Good boy. Good boy. Yes, sir. Yeah, he's giving me that contented look. It's like, I will allow you to live.
You have
Just
another
this
thing.
once.
Hell, he's burning hard enough. He's getting through the headphones. Good boy.
Any passengers who wish to remain in the system must depart the carrier within the next few minutes.
So, what have you guys been playing lately?
I have been playing. Actually, we've been playing Guitar Hero and stuff on the projector up here.
Really?
Yeah, we've I set the projector up in a spot. We've got like a dedicated spot in our house now for it. Actually, kind of made it into a retro corner. Honestly,
Right. That sounds pretty cool.
yeah, it's got we got a bulb TV there. Like that. Projector. All we've been doing is playing Guitar Hero mostly.
Well, nothing wrong with that.
It has been really fun.
You're welcome to drop by and give it a try.
Oh, I'm lousy at Guitar Hero. It's so sad that after the song, all those people booing and ooh, come on.
Could be worse. I don't like playing the mic on Guitar Hero. I sing terribly. Singing
That
voice, I do not.
that's a thing.
Yeah, there's a like the which one is it? The Warriors Rock and stuff have it where you can use a mic and a drum set.
I knew that they had a drum set, and I had heard that there were other instruments as well, aside from the guitar. But I really hadn't paid any attention to it.
Yeah, like Rock Band 3 lets you use a keytar.
Really? Okay, yeah.
Funky stuff.
I
Funky
actually want to
stuff.
get the keytar and try that out because I've been really curious how that one goes.
Services are offline. Market access is unavailable until the jump is complete.
Shut down the mall. Close the three-ring circus.
Don't let anybody else on board, especially T. O'Neill.
That's right. They did that. That's a heck of a thing. It's like, I'm right here. Come on, guys. You can open up.
All services have been suspended.
I'm here. What I miss?
Oh, Carl, shutting everything down.
Yeah, I was back there changing my clothes, and then I heard the ship going. Wah!
That's why they do that. Everybody notices.
I figured either A, we were jumping, or B, we were being attacked by tripods again.
Wrong time period. We're fine.
What? Okay. Oracle's.
Plus, Thargoids don't use tripods; they use quad pods.
Okay, Oracle's trying to eat the microphone cable now. Finds it very fascinating. What are you doing, buddy? Come on, man. Don't eat that. Don't eat that. You got plenty of other stuff to eat. Why are you eating that for? Alright.
All decks are signed off. The crew is set for hyperspace.
Oh, get you. come here. You're just gonna have to go to hyperspace right here. Mortal combat with a cat.
You can't.
Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy, what you doing? Alright, whoops. Okay. He's like, no, I'm not doing this. Did you see what happened to T. O'Neill last time he was out of a seat?
It was bad.
Alright, go ahead.
No.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead, man. Run for your seat. Run for your seat. Run, run, run.
Jump in progress.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Okay.
I'm not gonna get out of the seat. You can run out there and look all you want, Otis. I will stay right here. Hi.
Well, I don't know. Kind of wondering, nothing really obvious from the. That's not fair. Poor Otis is teasing TNL.
Well, stick him in a sidewinder and make him stay.
You know, we do have like 45 sidewinders in the shipyard, just ready to go.
Yeah.
Let's take a look around out there.
Not say anything at all about.
All right. Oh, I think. Whoa, big old star. That looks like an F, a white.
Got it.
And once again, there are a lot of other stars around here, so it's a pretty dense star field we're in.
Do 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 do.
Don't see anything else that really obvious. There's a Magellanics up there. Oh yeah, hold on. That might be a gas giant and such over there, over yonder. Yeah, we got a couple of clusters over that direction. Oh, there.
Magellanic.
Yeah, check this out. This long line right here. That's got to be planets, gas giants, moons. So, yeah. Yeah, that's where they live. There's going to be a lot in the system, I suspect.
Well, this system that we're in already has a first discovery.
What's that?
First discovered by Lanids.
Oh, okay. So somebody's already been there, you're saying?
Yeah. At least to the suns and one of the planets. I don't know if there's any other planets, though. There's a long line between the carrier and the first planet on the list, so I'm going to assume they just discovered the first planet and then just
likely
moved
they
on.
just jumped in. They got what was immediately around it and then moved on. Yeah.
Well, let's go give it a poke with the discovery scanner. See just what we have to work with in here, and if it's interesting enough, I'll go out into Super Cruise real quick and hit it with the FSS real fast. Let's see here. Make sure I've got the right thing set up. Running the D scanner.
Well,
Holy 31 bodies. Well then.
What is pumpkin time for me?
Understand, man. We're probably at least 20 minutes or so from wrapping this up, so. Well, thanks for joining us this evening, and you have a good evening. As I told C, when you wake, we will be where we need to be for a week. You can poke around at your leisure.
See ya.
Take care, man.
All right, bye.
All right. Going in full spectrum scanner, I'm seeing a few gas giants and plenty of rocky bodies. Nothing immediately valuable. Let's see what these gas giants look like. Maybe they'll be nice enough to snag a quick picture of.
Well,
Seen that one.
I'm actually with E. I mean, if this were any other week, I'd say go for it. But
yeah,
I've got to work tomorrow, so.
Yeah, I'm not planning on staying out here very long.
Pretty early.
We've got a really long day tomorrow too, so.
Mm-hmm.
That's that real life thing,
It's so fun.
Yeah.
And are we counting down for jump yet?
Not yet.
We still in cooldown?
It'll be coming up cooldown pretty soon, though.
Alright. There ain't really nothing else in this system to really look at. Couple of, standard gas giants, that's about it.
Alright. Well, you got the map of it, so.
I really like how Frontier Development included the radio emissions of various planet types whenever you zoom in on them.
Yeah.
Like, these gas giants just sound creepy, for lack of a better word.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Where are you, Ardent Citadel? There you are.
We're hiding. Well, it's hard to hide something that's like 2 miles long.
It is in
Move
space.
throttle to blue zone.
Yeah, space is much bigger. That's right.
Yeah, it's easy to hide something like that in space.
Remember, the known universe is only 60 miles wide.
I forget which Star Trek Next Generation episode was, but you had Crusher in there at one point. Computer described the universe. The universe is a sphere 600 meters in diameter.
Oh yeah, I remember that episode.
No fire zone entered.
That's right. You had to put out your cigars now.
All right, we're coming in hot. Put out the arresting nets.
I thought you said no fires. Okay. Welcome back. And we're off cooldown. Let's see here, I believe. Yep. That is our final destination for the evening. Zegia? Zegia? I don't even know how to pronounce it. So, begins with a Z. Got to be exotic.
We'll call it Z.
That's where we're headed. Z, here we come.
And I'm happily seated in my seat.
You not only do you have the 5-point harness on from that one, but you borrowed harness belts from the seats adjacent to you, so you have kind of like an 8 or 9-point harness.
I even grabbed a ratchet strap from the ship.
That's right. I ain't going nowheres. Hell, even Carl's throwing down a rope from up top to help you tie off.
There's nuts and bolts and cogs and ratchet straps and seat belts and everything. Hello.
Whoa. Oh, that was like multi-phasic there for a minute. You glitched. Wait a minute.
It's a shiny head you got there.
Well, yes. He just worked hard to make it so. That brings up an interesting topic, that being character customization. I notice a lot of us, to the extent possible, have tried to make characters that look like us, at least in Elite here. And what I've always missed, despite having some games had just the most amazing character customization options, is I can't make a fault Batman of any of them.
Yeah.
Don't worry, that's what mods are for.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Mods, here to save the day, one game crash at a time.
Yeah, yes, that's right. Unless it's Bethesda, then you can have 10 at once.
Indeed, that's not even with mods. That's before you get to the money.
What would that be in elite terms? Instead of Blackadder, it'd be a Blackadder pit.
No, God.
Yeah.
I need 7,500 more fishies.
What?
Oh, I know what he's after. There is a grand fishy reward. It's the Twitch currency for the channel.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Oracle wants you to have 7,500 more fishies. He absolutely does. Although I'm not sure how fast you get fishies.
It's not really that fast. It's kind of slow, actually.
I picked 10,000 because it's an homage to Final Fantasy 11. If you wanted the Lu Shang, the epic fishing rod, the quest was that you had to catch 10,000 moat carp.
Oh.
And that was the journey of a lifetime, because you fishing in
Get
11,
10,000 fishies.
10,000 fishies. That's right. You do 10,000 fishies, then we feed. We'll feed the beast. But I don't think I actually did it with Glooby and 11 because it just took so long. I like fishing because it's kind of like exploring at least. It's relaxing. Kind of a. Okay, Carl's letting us know the facts. But it was also very, very time consuming. And strangely, as we have pointed out this evening, you just don't always have the time. It's too bad. So I might have to do something different with the 10,000 fishies. Maybe used bits or something.
Well, I mean, it's not too bad right now, at least.
Well, let's look around here. Do we have any interesting star patterns? Just interesting star density. Yeah. Almost a stellar cluster here.
From my seat, there's an interesting star cluster up towards the top left of the window. Or the main one. But that's from my seat because I'm afraid to get up.
To the top left.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I kind of see what you're talking about.
Clustered together. Kind of looks like a smiley.
It looks kind of like the Burning Man effigy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of a big
You don't
stick
see
figure.
it from the second small window on the right, on the left side of the second small window.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like literally just prominent in that little window for you, from what I'm seeing on the stream.
Yeah, that guy right there.
E.
Ah, so the Guitar Hero begins, or just the guitar.
I have new strings, and I'm excited to have.
But you can play them on the stream. There's not enough of a song there to be copyrighted or anything.
Fair enough. I don't know enough of one song for it to do that anyway.
Actually, now that I think about it, I don't think you can be copyrighted anyways unless you have every instrument for the song you're planning to play. I think that's how that works, at least.
You do make a fair point because in order for copyright law to apply to it, it has to be an exact copy.
Yeah, and you're only playing one part of it, and it's on an acoustic guitar, so it might not even be the right instrument.
It's weird how that star cluster up there just looks like somebody doing a T-pose.
Well, if you ever wondered how the constellations came into being, now you know. You know, people just staring up at the stars and seeing things.
Kind of sad how I had to learn about that by going to the library and checking out a book instead of actually having it being taught in a class or anything.
Yeah.
Any passengers who wish to remain in the system must depart the carrier within the next few minutes.
Well, there are a lot of subjects that schools and teachers would like to teach, but they just don't have the time.
Oh yeah, no, they cram so much as it is now. Anyways.
Very much.
A lot of it's just trying to catch you up on the end of the year tests and stuff.
Yeah, that is that's always been something that's bothered me. Teaching to the test.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like a good way to go about it, I guess. I don't know.
It's a survival tactic for a school. You know, when your funding is on the line, you have to
Make sure
do
your
what you can.
students.
Yeah.
Yeah. I never did like that. Put a lot of pressure on the teachers and stuff to get certain subjects out.
But teachers are a resourceful lot. Some of them, find ways to get the interesting stuff in,
Oh yeah,
sideways sometimes.
yeah. They'll get to a point in the year and everything where they're in a subject or something, and if what they want to kind of introduce fits within that subject, they'll throw it in there too.
Mm-hmm.
But then you have teachers that's been there for so long, they just kind of go by their own like whole thing. They've been there for so long, they don't really care what the school thinks.
They leave the knowledge out purposefully so that you have to go to secondary schooling and spend more money that the government can tax you on.
Well, I don't think that that's happening because the teachers sure aren't getting enough of a kickback to make that so.
Yeah.
Hmm. I like how this one cluster of stars off to the right, like, makes a perfect, I guess it's a acute triangle or something like that. You've got the two on the bottom and then a third one up towards the top, but right in the middle of them. Wow.
Yeah, it's on now. I'm trying to see which one you're talking about. I may not see it through the windows here.
Let me look on the stream right here.
Might not see it in time.
Oh. I'm stuck in my seat, so I can't get up and move over to your angle to look at it.
The stream, you should be able to see on the stream though. I see the triangle you're talking about though. I think I do at least.
You're right beside me.
You talking about the one that's like on the stream right in the middle of his big screen? The big window?
Well, you're kind of looking at it.
You mean like this one?
Further down, but that one's pretty neat. It looks kind of like what you would get if you took Capricorn and straightened it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, whatever that triangle was, it is about to be a pancake.
All decks are signed off. The crew is set for hyperspace.
Here we go. Last jump of the evening. Well, goodbye triangle, goodbye Burning Man, T-standing man.
My pretty night lights. I don't know what that was. It was something at least.
That worked.
3, 2, 1, engage.
What's going on here? Okay, nothing.
Where are we now?
Well, this is our destination.
Woohoo!
Where we're gonna park for a week, but I think it's safe to get out of your seat there, Gino, if you want to risk it.
Okay. I'm gonna slowly and gently get up. Okay, the floor is still there. We're good.
All right.
Oh no, there's no sun. I messed it up.
Well, there are thousands of suns. Look around. Ooh, okay.
Star here, star there.
Yeah, it's below us.
Oh, okay.
All right. Just kind of looking around here.
Hey, buddy, come over here. Stand on the other side of this old fella right here so we can take a picture with Santa Claus.
Oh, Lordy. So it looks like there's at least one more star in the system that's very distant. That might be a gas giant there. Well, all right. Should be interesting, and there are plenty of stars around here. Looks like they're pretty good, well-populated stellar cluster nearby.
I'll worry about exploring it when we get more free time. Right now, I feel like going to bed.
Yeah, me too.
I think there's enough light for me to get a good picture coming off the front of this anyway, so we'll get it next time.
Yeah, somebody had to get out there with their ship with the headlights on.
Yeah, true.
All right, guys. Well, thanks everybody, my ones and ones for watching, and thanks you guys for coming along and and having the adventure of falling off the carrier again.
Eternally cursed I am.
Eternally cursed. But we have arrived for week 5, and oh man,
Me in the background.
I know it. Yeah, that's a heck of a thing. You just can't catch a break, can you, man?
No, I can't.
Well, hang in there, guys. Yep. Everyone, so we're signing off. You take care.
Later.
Later.